Hello, YouTube. I just want to come on here real fast and share this one little message with you. And it comes from 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 17. And that verse reads, "Pray continually." Pray continually. The reason I want to share that verse, today the Warrior Wives and I had a fun outing. And in that fun outing and during that time, we was able to come together as wives and enjoy one another's company. After the fun outing was over, we got in the cars and we went home, went our separate ways. One of the Warrior Wives was in the car with me, and as we were riding down the road on the highway, I just so happened to look to my right and seen a place from my past. It was in that moment where this feeling came over me, and I was all of a sudden I was back in that moment. I remember my past, and I just remember just saying, "Thank you, God. Thank you, God." I did not think I would ever see this day, but by God's grace and mercy, I did. And as I was talking to the warrior wife that was in the car with me, we was talking about, husbands and relationship and marriages and how difficult and how hard marriages can sometimes be. And this is truth. Marriage can be hard. Let me take that back. Marriage is hard, but with God, all things are possible. And so during that time, we were having a conversation about husbands and marriages and the sacrifices that wives have to make. And once I got home, this verse came to me about praying continuously. I always try to share with the young ladies in my group, the Warrior Wives, to never give up on their marriage. If God has given you something, if God has told you to stay in your marriage, if God has given you a word, a ram word for you to hold on to that with dear life, and don't let anyone else take it from you. That was something that God did for me 2.5 years ago. He gave me a word and told me that my husband would be back home, and I stood on what God had told me. Didn't matter what anyone else said. So what I say is, in 1 Thessalonians 5:17, pray continuously, because prayer works. Even when it looks like nothing is happening, even when it looks like nothing is changing, even when it looks like things are getting worse, prayer works. So don't ever give up on your marriage. Don't ever give up on praying. Keep praying. Pray continuously. Have a blessed evening.